How goes it, beta? This is Lolzzwutt here, posting on this channel for the first time. So yeah, this is a standard black and white match from a kid from Smogan, Jooboi1594. He does not have a YouTube channel, can't leave a link for you, sorry about that. Leading off with my Whimsicott, standard type of sub-seeder, well not standard because there's no official sets yet, but I'm actually running max special attack, max HP because the ability Mischievous Heart, or in English now called Prankster, allows me to go first on attacking moves and status moves such as Substitute, Leech Seed, Taunt, and Encore, things that Whimsicott normally knows. I'm actually carrying Giga Drain, Substitute, Leech Seed, and Encore, which is going to work out great for me. It causes a lot of switches and allows me to get up free subs and recover off a lot of health. I really like Airfloon, or Whimsicott so far. I keep getting mixed up with the English and Japanese names. So used to the Japanese ones from seeing all these battles before. So he's going to go into his Jooboi1594. It's going to be a Gengar. I'm predicting it to be Scarfed or Specs, something like that. I've seen those mostly. I haven't seen a lot of Life Orb Gengars this generation. He's going to go for the Shadow Ball here to break my sub. I know it's obviously going to break my sub because Gengar has massive special attack. I'm going to go for the Giga Drain. It's going to be not very effective. However, it's going to do a generally good chunk because Gengar does have very poor defenses. I'm going to be back at full health after Giga Drain and all the other leftovers recovery going on here. I'm going to go for another sub. He goes for a sub here. I don't know if his math was off. His mental math must have just been really off because he is going to go down to Sandstorm. I don't know what he was thinking. Honestly, it gave me a free sub and a free Giga Drain and whatever his next switch-in is going to be in. However, he goes into his Poofer Baby, which is a Skarmory, and with ×4 resistance to Giga Drain, I'm not going to be staying in here. I'm fearing Brave Bird, Spikes, however, I do stay in for one turn to see if he's going to set up hazards, and now that's great for me because Mischievous Heart / Prankster ability is going to let me go first and go for an Encore on his Spikes, giving me an easier switch to be able to take out this Skarmory because nothing on my team. I have only 2 Pokemon on my team that could really counter a Skarmory, so I want to get this thing out of here early before he can take those out. So, after I Encore the Spikes, I'm definitely going to get out of here quite soon after I get my leftovers recovery and my Leech Seed recovery. This thing just gets so many recovery moves. It doesn't go down. It takes forever. As you can see there, we're 2.5 minutes into the battle and it has not gone out of the game yet. So, finally switches out. I'm going to go to my Superstar, which is my Life Orb, Rapid Spinning Starmie. I take a lot of damage from the hazards there, obviously, but because he is locked into Spikes and because he's fearing a T-Bolt, which will be enough to KO his Skarmory with the Life Orb, he's going to switch into his Garchomp, predicting the Thunderbolt. I'm going to go straight for the Rapid Spin to get the hazards out of there because I definitely do not want them in for the rest of the game because I do have members of my team that are weak to them. I did lose a lot of health from those, but it's alright because I'm going to switch out here, predicting the Outrage / Dragon Claw. I think I was predicting Dragon Claw more, but I knew that the cool kids now in this generation like to carry Scarf Chomp around all the day because they're not banned. And it's no longer an Uber so far. And Outrage isn't going to do anything in that array because it has amazing, amazing defenses and, in my opinion, is the best wall in this generation so far, as it can set up a bunch of hazards. And I'm going to go for my Stealth Rocks as he gets confused there. And his Outrage didn't do anything. It's not even enough to 4-hit KO me. So he's going to get out of here. Obviously, he doesn't want to stay in and take Gyro Ball from my Rose Bush, which has the most powerful Gyro Ball in the game now with only 40 combined speed with the EV spread I'm carrying. And the nature, relaxed nature, obviously adding defense and taking away speed. So really, piss poor speed leads to very amazing Gyro Balls. So, Poofer Baby is going to get hurt by the entry hazard, Stealth Rocks, lays more Spikes down. I'm going to have to get out of here because I know I cannot do anything to this Skarmory. So he's going to go into his Garchomp, and I know the Fire Fang's coming because in this generation you have to carry something to take out Narrators, so I know this is it. Fire Fang is coming, so I'm going to switch out here. Obvious switch. I go into my Hydra, which is my Hydreigon. Dragon type, obviously going to resist the Fire Fang, not going to do too much. Only does about 50 there. I thought it would do a little bit more, but I guess not. Doesn't do that much, and Jizz is going to send out Poofer Baby. I predict that very, very nicely and go for the Fire Blast. It wasn't that great of a prediction because I knew he had the Skarmory already, and he predicted my Outrage there. This is actually a mixed Sazandora with Outrage, Fire Blast, Surf, and I don't remember his last move at this moment. I think Earthquake maybe. So I leave him in his fodder because I have other Pokemon to definitely take on this Latios, and I want to see what he locks himself into because I'm predicting this to be Scarf or Specs, most likely Specs because Latios does have really great stats by itself without needing the boost. So I go into my Repution here knowing that it's at -2 after the Draco Meteor, and I can get a free Bulk Up off because Repution has great natural bulk. I'm running a max attack set with Bulk Up, Mach Punch, Drain Punch, and Payback. I'm going to get my Lefty's Recovery after the Sandstorm. He goes into his Dancing Rotom. I'm going to go for the Mach Punch. I'm pretty sure this wouldn't have KO'd, but I do get a crit, so that probably mattered. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I mean, it was only +1, but I do have massive, massive attack, over 400 attack on this Repution, because I'm an adamant nature and max attack and all. So it goes back into Latios. I know I thought that if it was Scarfed, I'd be able to take a Draco Meteor, but I guess not. Probably telling me he was Specs, which I guess is pretty good information for me to know. I went for the Mach Punch anyway, gonna do 30%, I think, around, a little over 30% to that Latios at +1. And it's getting hurt by all the hazards and sandstorm damage, so I do have a very good chance to take out a lot of these Pokemon. He switches into Tyranitar, which, in my opinion, was a bad move, because he knew the Gyro Ball was coming. That is one of my 2 attacking moves. I am carrying Power Whip, which Latios does resist, so I don't know why he would go into Tyranitar there, because I knew I could have KO'd it with Stab Gyro Ball. He's going to go into Pulsey. I don't know if he misspelled police. I don't know, maybe he's just has issues with keyboards. I don't know what's going on with him. So he predicts me this time and goes for an Earthquake. I was up. I had more Pokemon than he did at this point. I really just wanted to be safe, and if he was going to go for Fire Fang, I thought he'd play badly because he was down, pretty much down in the count here. However, he did go for the Earthquake, predicting my switch to Daruma, because we obviously get to see each other's teams before. Darmanitan, whatever it's Daruma, Darmanitan, you know what I mean. I'm going to go for the Stab Gyro Ball there. That is going to take out Latios. And, yeah, so I'm going to get some more Lefty's Recovery. And Pulsey is going to come hang out here. And this is obviously going to take this thing out. Guys, well, after the Iron Barb's damage, I'll explain what's going on here. So, guys, if you like this video, check out my channel. Link will be in the description, obviously. And, yeah, so thank you for watching PokeMoshPit Beta. More serious narration for you guys here. Check out my channel, a lot more fun hanging out there. And I'll see you guys later.